That sounds very American. Not just, you know, not just the Native American, but that sounds like there's an American in there. It's like, God damn it! Blah. Time travelers, eh? Massacre, 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 massacre. Yeah, they're completely gone as well. Victory for our men. Zah. Okay, 30 guys. Yeah, they're not coming back. And if they do, well, sucks to be them. How are they doing? 86 out of them. Good. 21. Yeah. We're doing pretty well. We've actually massacred a large colonial militia. Who's closer? I think you're closer. Yeah, you go massacre that. Oh, nope. There's still some of those guys to go for. Okay, how are you doing? You're... Hey! What? Who got... That was their warlord? Okay, I did not realize. Logic. No idea why, but logic. Okay, so 98 of those guys. 92. Okay, so the native bowmen, ironically, their native allies are actually faring better at war than the most of the colonial people, which is rather hilarious. Though I will note, the only reason why this battle was won is mainly because of the lack of technological advances the nations have. Every nation at the moment has this, doesn't really have the technological output, you know, the technological capability to outmatch us. I.e., they have very little to no cannons. The moment they start bringing cannon into the field of battle, that's when things will really shake up, because then we'll not only have to deal with their infantry, but we'll also have to deal with their cannon. And cannon is not exactly an easy thing to deal with, even when you've got it of your own accord. And also, if you are wondering, the reason why I only say cannon is because cannon in the English language is one of those rare words whereupon there is no plural, i.e., you can just say cannon and it also means more than one cannon. It's a very difficult thing, the English language, but, you know, someday I'll understand it. So lots of Native American tribesmen of both sides have died. And as we slowly but surely massacre the last of these guys, I do apologize for the length it is taking. I should really should do this. So used to not doing it because of the lack of performance issues, but I am wanting just to do as much human damage to these guys as possible. That is right. Massacre, 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 massacre. Ah, okay, they're gone. Okay, so we have completely destroyed them. It's just like, silly man wearing weird tunic. Okay, so we have massacred their enemy, the enemy army, killing his general, which is hilarious. We have suffered some casualties of our own, but far less than they have. We have got 2,186 remaining versus their 223. Ow! Yep, you got killed. So, for the time being, the left flank is safe. Or at least it could be safe. We're still... thanks to the victory given to us by the grace of God, we have... Okay, this place is now 100% Catholic. Not exactly what I would say is the most appealing news to hear. Yes. We're waiting on that to be fixed. We're waiting on that to be fixed. Can we upgrade those? No, we cannot. Well, I want to upgrade those, but I don't think we can. I think also I need to turn the music back on. And peace will now slowly but surely be restored. Hopefully, once we've won the war again, like once I've won the war up in the north, we can start pushing out. We can then start pushing down south towards the southern regions and take out this Louisiana position, and then finally deliver the final blow at this Louisiana area. Oh, brilliant! The Cherokee have captured that location, and that location has a wall. Well, okay, either way, the Cherokee have taken out that position, and we're currently at peace with them, so let's not annoy them. I think my next target, following the destruction of the French and the Louisianans, will have to be the Pueblo nations and the Plains nations. Just because it's A, it's extra territory, B, it's capturing it from most of our areas. I don't know, New Spain. that doesn't count, really. I mean, it counts and it doesn't count. It's like, it counts that it is still in America. Because it is kind of, yeah, it is kind of in America. Okay, I'm going to assume, yeah, this is the American line. So really, we do need to... Yeah... Yeah, you see, this is New Spain. So Mexico is, yeah, we're going to have to capture the new Spanish place, which means we're going to piss these guys off. But fingers crossed, by the time we get here, we'll have amassed enough fortunes and an army to be able to deal with it. And we may have to defend our territory a bit. Ah, right. Britain has now taken complete control of the 13 colonies. That is something I need to be aware of. Also, I've got no trading, have I? Ports. My region at full capacity, of course. One ship. Hello, what's this? How much trade are they getting? That much. How much trade am I getting? A fair amount. How much trade do I get per turn? I'm getting a lot of trade, which is very nice. Inuit nations as well. Okay, so we're doing pretty well. I'm going to save this as now. And... end the turn. Looking for... I will say, this campaign is interesting. This is the most... As much as it's challenging, or as much as it's easy in some respects, like, for example, I don't have to worry about technological research, or... I don't have to worry about capturing other territories. I don't have to think, oh crap, I've now got to go to Europe or India to look at how things are going. I actually can instead quite happily just dedicate myself to fighting in the Americas, which is rather nice. Okay, so we are seeing an increase of attack further down. But Quebec has finally received its necessary buildings. Which one has trade? That's the one I want. I want more money. I'm sorry, peoples, but I want your monies. It's like, you're now part of our new, have we got reinforcements? I kind of skipped that. What is it? We've got reinforcements. Yes, we do. Awesome sources. Ah, right, okay. Let's also spend some time reconstructing. Yes. Are we in range yet? No, we are not. The dumped.
In position.
So, we need to spend some extra time getting up along the lines, and hopefully, slowly but surely, we should be able to start defeating our opponents. If we can capture Fort Nashwaak, then fantastic, because then not only do we remove the French from the North American terrain, but we also gain a number of mines, which is really nice. How are they doing? They are currently happy, but they're still exempt from tax. They are pretty much all there in regards to things. I might... How annoyed would they be if we remove them from the trade tax? We can take the tax off. Good. Right, well, I'm going to take the opportunity then of recruiting one more unit of native tribesmen. And then that way we can earn a little bit more money, because then the income next turn will be 2,700. We'll then be able to earn a little bit more via trade. And then hopefully in the next turn we'll be able to attack and knock out these two guys who are causing us rather bothersome problems. And one of these buildings I need to upgrade, don't I? Is it you? No, it's not you. It's another you. You? Yes, it's you. Right, okay, we do need to get a third trading post going up on that one as well, because then it increases our trade. This guy I really want to kill. Not gonna lie, really want to kill, but unfortunately at the moment we're only this army is primarily set to defensive routines until such times as... Oh my Jesus Christ, that's a lot of Indians. This is kind of why I'm going to wait until Army Group North has finished off being in the north before we start going south. Oh boy. Yeah, I reckon fighting the Indians is going to be the hardest part about liberating America. It's like, nope. Nope. They're not going to let me win. They're just going to keep attacking. And they've got a lot of territory. The Cherokee at the moment have as much strength as I have. And unfortunately, knowing them, they'll probably have a shit ton of armies. That said, if the Cherokee are at war with the Louisiana people, I don't mind. But then at the same time, if I do go to war with them, I am dragging England into this. It's like, hey England, we're best buddies, right? Can you kill them for me, please? No, I think we'll probably just have to brunt it alone. That way, when we do go to war with Britain, we will have little to no reason for it. I mean, to be honest with you, I am going to break every kind of trade agreement and treaty or whatever, but, you know, hell, the east coast of America will be under my control, which will be nice. But that said, the main plan, my ultimate goal here, if I haven't told you guys already, is to envelop Britain. Because Britain is like the strongest nation at the moment at this, I mean, not only historically, but also in this game as well. Because not only does Britain have strength in Europe and in Europe and India, as you can see, they have strength in Europe and India, but also, I also have the most terrain of the newer world. They literally have the most terrain here, and they also have terrain up here as well, which is quite nasty. But I'll go for that last. I mean, I'll have people guarding it and watching that line, but I won't do anything about, actually actively going up there first. What we're going to try and do is I'm going to envelop the enemy target. So that way they have... So literally we're slowly but surely going to cut off their route of escape. And then as soon as I'm in position, when I've got enough money coming in and enough armies to fund my thing, I will have 3 armies push through along the line. Kind of clichéic, but Army Group North, Army Group Centre, Army Group South. And hopefully we can then start systematically blitzkrieging down and up and into America, in British, hopefully cutting off and destroying a lot of their stuff before they can really start to react and get on with the fighting. Because by that point, a number of years will have passed before that. Because we don't forget, we aren't going to do this until we have cleared this, this, and this before, and also this and this. And if we're and also don't forget this as well. We need to completely have most of America within our grasp before we even dare go near going for the big prize, which is New York, Boston, and Annapolis and Williamsburg. Anyway, next turn. And they've gone. Oh no, there they are. They've just moved out of the way. Well, they're still going to die. You should be... If you go down to the woods today, you better bring a bigger army. If you go down to the woods today, you might get an Indian army in your bum. Hurrah. That was a very poor song by Crab Hunter. If you wish to now remove your earplugs, you can now continue on with the feature presentation. Huzzah! We have now gained a animal. We've now gained an animal, of course. No, we have now been able to gain some breeding ground, which means the populace will now be converted faster towards our glorious cause, that is the animalism, which is rather nice. Currently getting some mustering of some warriors in this area here, which is rather nice. Tribal drill grounds, they convert. Okay, so we are converting the populace to that, which is cool. So now these people will start to finally realize the error of their ways and start to convert towards our culture. Right, you can start getting fixed. I'm going to massacre you for the amount of time it's taken for me to get there. Not even going to have prisoners. Die.
Our strength is triumphant.
We have won, but somehow they did a lot of damage. And there's still a few left. I have gained a trait and more of a trait. Okay, they're...
Yes.
Oh, really? You're really gonna do that? Right. They are on the edge of my turf. Not entirely happy with how that's going. That said, is France at war with Britain? I'm not surprised if so. Britain is at war with the pirates, the Barbary States, and Spain. So currently France is on their not so very nice list, but they're not really fighting them. So if the Froggies do decide to go down south, they're going to be pissing off a lot more than just me. These guys are doing that. So far, the Louisianans have decided not to screw around. Though, that said, they could be recruiting a larger army. I don't really know. I don't have the funds at the moment to have a larger army down south. So, really, what's going to happen now is I'm going to pray to the high heavens that, you know, once we've... To be honest with you, what I'll probably do is I will transfer this army to watch Quebec, so that way there is some people there, and I'm going to transfer Army Group North to start marching on Fort Nashawak, so that way there's little to no worry about. You know, we can capture that location and have it all sorted, And then I'm going to dedicate, instead of going up north, because the northern bit here is like a tiny ass location. There's little to no, profit of being here. Whereas we do need to start putting some pressure further down south against the Louisianians, who are putting a lot, like, I don't know what they're going to do, and I'm kind of worried that they are going to try something cocky. But anyhow, let us save and go for another turn. So, end turn. And we'll see. Oh, the froggy bastards. Why? And how are you... Hang on, I am native to this land. How are you moving so quickly? I can't catch up to you. And yet you can move with that kind of speed. You have definitely got a Humvee in that, I swear to God. Or, a Land Raider or something like that. Yes, a Land Raider in...
Your orders?
In the... Oh, no, we can get them. We can get them. Hello. Yep, hopefully. There should only be one unit. Yes, there is. Destruction! As... And he's dead. What happens if you hit the arm?
Our lives are guided by the spirits.
His warriors respect, love him. Repeated victory against his tribal enemies show this man's capability. This man cannot lose his status as a war leader.
Yes?
Great! Now that we've taken care of those guys, you can start your very long quest to reaching... Actually, is that quicker? Yes, it is quicker to go the longer way. Okay, so what we'll do now is we'll have a couple more turns, whereupon we can get ready for whatever kind of inevitability. Try saying that 5 times fast. Anyhow. We can build stuff. Good, I say. And one more turn before we can get more tax, which is good. Not earning too much in the sense of the moment, but then again, if we don't do anything for the time being, waiting for the enemy to do something. I'm not liking how quiet things are, but what the frog's going to try next. They've lost all of their armies. So now it's just a matter of me being in. Now it's just a matter of the Louisianans, who are currently, unless of course they are now part of France. Because I remember when I played through my first playthrough of Empire, the French, if the French, like the British, can inherit the area of Louisiana, if they reach a certain goal. I mean, it's not much terrain in comparison to the British, but it's still a potential threat, if necessary. Which is not the best thing, considering. Because then it means the French get a little bit more income, and of course a potential set of armies. There's also, is this game crashing up? Because the Ottomans are making me lag quite a bit. I will stop recording and get back to you when something happens. And we're back. Apologies for that. I kind of thought the game was going to crash, so I decided to stop recording for the safety's sake. It just turned out the Ottoman Empire had a lot to do. How much? I won't know until the 5th episode. Is that France now? Yes, I kind of thought that would be the case. Right, okay, so France now has control of both this territory and that territory, though ironically, the Cherokee have actually taken out a lot. They're actually kind of sticking into their turf, which is rather hilarious. So anyway, France now controls both of these regions. It's funny I'm talking about it, and then all of a sudden, shock. Also, Spain now owns New Mexico, which is a worrying thing. I kind of feared that the Spanish would gain control of this region. The Spanish at the moment have got a very nice luxury of shit ton of stuff. Is that French as well? Oh my god. Yeah, so the French are quite numerous. And that one as well. The United Provinces haven't been destroyed yet, so that's something this mod has over the vanilla Empire every time. That said, though, it's looking pretty good. So the first... Okay, so that's okay. We're not having to worry too much. Bram. Okay, how are you guys doing? You guys are pretty much all raring to go, aren't you? Good to see, good to see. We can... Should we recruit any more melee guys? I think we could do with maybe... We've got bowmen, but bowmen are over there. I think we could perhaps... I don't know. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 melee. 3 bowmen, and 2 musketmen. We don't have any cavalry. I will change that by recruiting some cavalry, for which the Army Group North can then take advantage of and do a lot of damage with. Wow, that's a large pirate army. Look at the amount of galleons they've got. Oh, for a second I thought it was called the Aquila, and I'm like, oh my god, Assassin's Creed. Happy delivery. I like that man. Whoever named him. Oh, who comes up with this? I'm so fancy. I've got myself a brig. Black mackerel, Aguila, Lion d'Or, herring, Burgundy fox, fin du monde. Oh, that's it. I just love that. For a second, I thought I saw the Aquila, and I was like, "Oh my god!" They knew before the game came out, before even other games came out. Anyway, enough of me being sad. Let's just go on to the last turn of this episode. I think we've recorded over the hour as well, which is a nice treat for you guys. Okay, so we don't actually have to worry about the Louisianans attacking anymore, which is nice. But now, of course, they've been replaced by the French. So it could work both. It could work one of two ways. First of all, it could mean that because we've crushed a lot of their forces at the moment, they haven't got the capacity. Once again, the Ottoman Empire doing a lot for some reason, or for some reason lagging the game out. Well, as I was saying, so it could go one of two ways. First of all, it could be that the I'm just thinking the recording might cause the editor might turn off my thing. I don't know. If it does, you'll probably see a black screen, of which I apologise. It's either my editing software or the software I used to record to. Actually, no, this is still doing stuff, so you never know. Anyway, if it is a black screen, my apologies. Don't worry, the game hasn't crashed or anything. Ah, there we go. So, like I was saying, it could go one of two ways. One, the French renew their with renewed territories and aggression, push further up once more, this time with a larger army to really challenge my position at Michigan, or because I have crushed their armies quite a lot, I could now have I can actually kind of relax a bit and potentially push down to attack Louisiana. But at the moment, I'd rather know that we've captured Fort Nashawick before we start pushing further down. You know, Army Group North is Horse Breeder, Holy Ground. That will cause happiness for the classes. I think that will probably be the best call for action. You guys. Okay, so we've got cavalry. Cavalry. You guys can go there. You. I want you. I don't even have to turn the. Oh, brilliant. Awesome. Yeah. Screw it. We've got. Villages are not growing. Damn. Okay, so now we can start the very long crusade to attack Fort Nashwack, which is hilarious. I might send a probing force of some dudes just to do some small amount of reconnaissance. You know what, screw it. I'm sending all of Army Group south, down south. I'm going to recruit a couple of native tribesmen to kind of watch the rear. I'm going to I'm not going to press the attack if there are people there, but I am going to see if there are any people there who, okay, so we're going to do some reconnaissance in the next episode, so there are some things to be done there as well. So, anyhows, looks pretty good. Looks all nice. Alright, well, I'm going to call it. So, on this episode, happy Christmas to you all. I hope you have a lovely time opening presents and seeing what kind of new goodies you've got there. I also wish you a lovely Christmas and a happy new year, because this is the last Empire Total War-esque episode before my Christmas break. So have a lovely Christmas, guys. I hope you enjoy it. And in the next episode, I will be obviously pushing further down towards capturing this region here. Or first of all, reconnaissance, then going down. And of course, we're going to take... This one is going to take us some time, though, mind. Just going to say right now, when we start running out of road, that's when we start encountering problems. I might want to consider you going... No, no, go that way. No, stay to the road.
Can't do that, Watchy.
You will walk on those bloody roads. Anyhows, thank you very much for watching. If you like this kind of content, feel free to let me know in the comment section down below, clicking on the like button, and of course, subscribing to the channel. If you yourself are a YouTuber, a Empire Total War player, or a YouTuber who does Empire Total War, if there's anything I could do to improve the video for next time, to make the next episode even more awesome than the last, or if you've got any kind of hints and tips to improve your economy whilst playing as the Indians, maybe you've played this kind of campaign before, then feel free to let me know in the comment section down below, and I will do what I can to implement that in the next episode. Anyway guys, thank you very much for watching. This is Crap Hunter signing out. Happy Christmas and a lovely New Year.